Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? Oh no, much bigger, size bigger, so maybe I'll start showing up. It's so cute. Every day I live in a universe, Doki Doki Club. Bum, 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 bum. In my hand is a pen that'll draw the future of me and you. Life as a lonely bubble, trying to figure out what I want to be. But standing next to me is BBL, and I found out that I want to suck his pee-pee. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is episode 2 of the series, and we're continuing off from last time. So we're making a poem, and I think it kind of connects to who we like. So what it says here, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever you like who likes your poem the most. Alright, let me put it like this. Sayori, average, Natsuki, small, Yuri. Let's go for intellectual. Inferno, kitty, papa, bubbles, cute, fun, bouncy, misery. Well, misery, Sayori, judgment, sweet, ocean, infinite, depression, essence, philosophy, heaven sent, unstable, fickle, nibble. I hope I got that one right. Oh my goodness, I'm sweating.
Hi, it's BBL. Glad to see anyone right on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, BBL. Gaga. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for I have a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So he told me he didn't want to join the club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Same with you, Yuri, with the teapot. Here's my little teapot, sir, and spout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Baby, I'll always give it its best.
I should know. As long as he's having fun, I should know. He helps me busy work without me even asking. I like cooking. He like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost saw it in your house on fire once. Remember that time when we were back in the, backyard, we were cooking up some steak with your daddy? Wait, that was me.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and BBL can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. Oh, you even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it seem like such a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't even expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want, in my room, locked, in the closet, making it... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not even reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Not. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in a corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of a book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. It wasn't that. She seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her, stalking. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her face hide deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out, I mutter, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably I wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of it, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how many copies of that same book that you have? When I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, Well, what? Wait, let me just real quick take a look at this. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious with Yuri that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Oh, wrong voice. Well... Yuri closed the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't actually give anything away. Oh. Basically, it's about the girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. Whoa. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? It made it seem like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Haha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, baby? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be naive, one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's goals. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess you're right then. But I feel like I should let you know then that I have this problem. When I let books, like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I want you to. It's just something I'm not really used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad feeling, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really need to. Sorry. I mean... Here, you should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up to Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closed her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and on the right side of the book. The way I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, harder, even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, our eyes meet. I don't know how I'm able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Kinda, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see in your head or into your head or anything, but they're kind of a reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment, but BBL, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Oh, her face about to light up. What I say? Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? Okay. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Oh, what do you prefer? I only read it with you. I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reason. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slept into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Chill, slow down, yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that I was ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? We might as well just do Yuri, right, since we already talked to her. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I'll start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads her poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri's first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is what they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit to do together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Wait, one second, guys, my eyes are starting getting sleep and it's already like 9. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example. You try new things. I also hope that experience that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if yours is apologizing to yourself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't that supposed to be a literature club? Okay, my eyes, bro. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicking back. My balls are dry, your balls are whack. I'm rapping now, not rapping lack. My booty's tough, your booty's cap. My dream is on, your dream is cap. My butt is scrunched, your booty's fat. Okay, let's go. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. Oh my goodness, I hate when people say this. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And it has the most pristine handwriting of all time. I don't know why I switched to a Donald J. Trump voice, but today we're gonna finish up Yuri with a Donald voice. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read the script very often. I think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Why would I? Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it was our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, suppose. Oh, you went to Ghost Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, BBL. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only glance over it after all. Excuse me. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let her go of her past, and as soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive, huh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, BBL. Me too. Okay, W wrist. Poem next. I'm doing Sayori last, cause fuck her, bro. Natsuki, come on, see it. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just that in evoking emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Kiss or slap? What is there to slap, guys? Let's be real. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. What the fuck is this shit? Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Did I just say cripples? Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. But I'll show you why. When I'm in the studio, I'm playing with your booty hole, trying to find a hole. Like a cave diver, I got only one goal. Squeeze through the desert 5,000 though. My raps are smack. I'm about to sniff some crack. My jawline's crooked. That's about that. Oh, that was fire! Ah, that shit was ass. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. Stop lying, BBL. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I would put it like that? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be so sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I meant to be a pro. What it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Well, I guess not. I decided to humor with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is really proud, then I won't take that away from her. Sayori. Oh, I think I might have Monika. Nope, Sayori. It's a good poem, BBL. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. And I am the kind of person who would be writing poems in the spare time. Well, I wouldn't be. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Oh, well, of course. And I'm not into it yet. That doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, BBL. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that you're only really good people do. Thanks, Yuri. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined the club. Knowing how much it means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That will be my way of lifting you in another way. Alright. I'm going to hold you to that. Then... Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead. I almost said whorehead, guys. If I said whorehead, I was gonna get demonetized. You know, oh shit, I already said it. To help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast. My booty is delicious. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounded like you. Really? Yeah, especially the last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me. It's just so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah, just Monika. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I wonder who I should show my poem to next. Let me think, BBL. Who should I show my poem to next? I think that's everyone, no? Like, I swear. Hi, BBL. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the new club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just, going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, BBL. We're all a little embarrassed today, But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monika, my poem. Great job, BBL. I was going, in my head while reading it. I hope that was like the good, It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That's why it always counts when I put some effort in. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked out anyway. Wait, you know what? When we were making the poem, why didn't Monika pop up? Because I only showed Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri. Whatever. Well, she is the leader, so I don't know if she's dating someone or I don't know. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write something like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of their nuances. It can take years of practice. Raw shit I skipped, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Like that, that extra magnum, what I'm saying? It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things, like that new COD. Yeah, I'm okay, I'm not good. Guys, we're trying to go for at least a PG-13, but that's pretty tough for how much I cuss. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Is that not the goal of this game? Impress my favorite character? Or girl, or chick, or bit? Anyway, do you want to hear my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I had some confidence. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, Chill, slow down. I see, bro. Well, let's read it then. Yeah, nice pristine writing. Actually, it is pristine, I won't lie, but I thought it was gonna be like cursive more. Hole in wall. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. She has a boyfriend, I knew it. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue, no. I can't see. I'm real, blind, like a flum left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just like a little hole, wasn't too bright, wasn't too deep, stretching forever to everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. And I was pouting to my chin, up to my chin, playing with your girl, but you know what I'm saying? I'm freestyling, big pollen, trying to strike up, 3 ballin', big ballin', brick, now I'm playing air ballin', strike, just kidding, 3s on him, trying to strike up, but I'm pulling 3s on him. Hey, crossing ankles like dribbles, trying to play with booty, but you know that shit ain't dribbled. Hey, going for the... Exactly. The music fit perfectly. That was the end line there. So, what do you think? Very freeform. If that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, that a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time between words and lines. Did you copy and paste this off the internet? When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. Like, really. What was the inspiration behind this one? Reddit. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it, but it was Reddit. I guess you could say that I have kind of Infinity recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. On Infinity? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. So save the game. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just make a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, that's the end of the day, guys. Phew. I guess it's everyone. Does this not sound like kindergarten? Oh, not anymore. But like, you know, kindergarten the game? I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper but sharing their respective poems, as if they read in tandem. I watch each other, their expressions change. Natsuki eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and BBL did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, adults talking. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style, and I don't expect to change that anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I have to get from your cute little ass. So you shut the fuck up when I cook your ass like a steak pot pie. And BBL liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, that's not what I meant. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that BBL appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he doesn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? Oh no, he was magically size bigger as soon as BBL started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't bother you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they noticed I was standing there. BBL. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. As if she would get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing was more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's with the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them not to figure it out. Help me explain this to her, BBL. Wait, there's a reason. You have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, BBL? Well... How do I get my drag? How do I get myself dragged in this place? First place. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be with Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, so instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't even myself to sing ignore. Sayori? Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can you keep fighting when you know your friends don't feel like this? BBL. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's making her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly what nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words, and your poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And your boobs are the same way as they're always gonna be. As they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a strong leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even yak. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori isn't amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You just say that again. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see yourself getting hurt. Foreshadowing, I tell you. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good present regardless of what she says. If only I didn't get this chance to talk with her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. BBL, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little thing about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least a better job impressing those I need to impress. I nodded myself with newfound determination. BBL, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I couldn't say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? I don't know. It's really the first time I've seen a fight like this. I promise you're both wonderful people. I'm just a Rizzler, guys. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, BBL, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else is just what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Can I not bring them back to my house? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pass her around the shoulders. I said that more to myself than to her, but easy to use Sayori as internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, everyone. I think we're gonna end it there. I think that was a good episode. Pretty long too. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll continue next time on the next poem. I think we'll do like every single time episode. We'll do a poem, we'll come back, poem, come back, episode. So each poem, go to school, come back to the poem, we'll end the episode off. You feel me? I hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe if you did, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.